Well, we're just about to embark on this week's Stadia's good stuff, and I wanted to go ahead and take this video and this opportunity to take time and give Stadia its due. They have absolutely been killing it to the point where if all we really get are these 3 demos this week, I'm gonna be okay, because they have announced already quite a bit just last week. Heck, last week was a week of just good stuff. I mean, just the Cyberpunk news alone got me jumping for joy, but that's just me on a personal level. With that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about what we might see in the upcoming 3 days of this good stuff. We'll go ahead and have speculation on games, features, and what they are possibly aiming for by the end of the year. With that, make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that like button, as well as let me know your predictions down below, and we'll go ahead and we'll circle back to this video at the end of the week and see what they actually came up with. Let's go ahead though and start these predictions with things we might potentially see with the 3 demos. Number 1, without a doubt, has to be the guess of Immortals Fenyx Rising. They announced this some time ago that this would be headed our way. We are less than 2 months away from the release of that game, and we had found out that this demo was going to feature exclusive content only to Stadia within this demo, not seen anywhere else. So I feel safe in assuming this will be one of the 3 titles, though I would actually like to be off here and see 3 never announced titles before, but we'll see, and I won't be disappointed if this is one of the demos. With that, make sure, if you guys don't know already, this demo will be free, so if you're watching out to see what's going to happen, just know it's going to be free if you've never tried Stadia or you don't have Stadia Pro. Then we have 2 more demos that we can speculate and guess, and remember, we have been told that these are previously unreleased titles. Now, I've seen a lot of your guesses. Some of you guys have said Outcasters, which seems and feels like a safe guess, seeing how this game is set to come in the fall, and we are not that far from winter. But Outcasters themselves already told us that they are not one of the 3 demos. Matter of fact, they went on to even mention that they saw the games themselves and that they were games worthy of getting hyped for. I've seen you guys also predict games like Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty stuff, Call of Duty franchise, Battlefield. I think those games would absolutely be insane, guys, but I think we're being overly ambitious, and that's just the hype train getting started, and I don't want that to happen and we end up getting let down. I think more realistic expectations for those demos could be potentially more Ubisoft games like Valhalla or Watch Dogs Legion. Honestly, guys, take your pick of unreleased Ubisoft games coming, and we have a bunch of those coming soon. Another one could be maybe something like Chronos Before the Ashes. I mean, guys, you guys can take your pick. We've gotten a litany of games lately rated in the ESRB, as well as a bunch of games that we could see coming that were announced recently. We also had a recent collaboration with Pac-Man being uncovered through a Stadia ad, and the Pac-Man Twitter hinting that there is a game indeed coming. Looking further at the screenshot of this game, this could potentially be another Battle Royale type of game like Super Bomberman R, and this could potentially be one of the demos. At this point, my guess is going to be as good as anyone else's on these 3 demos, but make sure you let me know what those guesses are down below. With that though, while I'm excited for all these games for sure, what they could potentially be, what about those reveal announcements and other surprises that Stadia mentioned outside of those demos? So I'm going to personally list realistically what we could see based on all the information we have been gathering for months on end. And even if we don't see these features, I fully expect them to come soon anyways. And maybe they're just not worthy of a good reveal, good event week type of announcement. But the number one thing I do hope that they announce has to be something like family sharing. We've seen hints of this for many months now within the code, and at this point I feel like it's just a matter of flipping the switch. And with so many new games coming this holiday season, it feels like this one is definitely on the horizon. Now, they could potentially announce things like YouTube streaming or crowd play, since you can feel Stadia is really making a push to get this out to more people, and people marketing this through streams and stuff like that. What I also hope to see, and we're getting hints of it, is more countries set to be announced. I would love to see that this week, and that would be one of my number 1 hopes for me personally. And I think that would be awesome news. Of course, there's little features as well that I just don't think we'll see an announcement this week of. Things like maybe UI fixes to the Stadia app, messaging, and things of that sort. I don't think those are worthy of those being announced on a week like this, but they could be. And the last thing that I hope that does get announced is Uplay Plus. Now, this would actually be the perfect time to announce this. This is not only headed to Stadia, but this would be the time to give us a date and a reasonable price. Now, with the recent announcement of the 8 older ports coming to Stadia and Watch Dogs Legion and Valhalla coming in the weeks ahead, giving us an opportunity to play these games via a subscription model gets me kind of excited personally, because I don't want to pay full price. So I hope Uplay Plus is one of their big reveals. I do hope they announce a $4.99 to $9.99 price tag on it, and I hope we get a date for its release. Hopefully prior to that Watch Dogs Legion release here, set to come in about a week and a half. I think that's my realistic and biggest reveal we'll see this upcoming week. But either way, time will tell. And of course, let me know in the comments what you guys hope to see this upcoming week. What do you guys think the 3 demos will be? And do you guys think they'll actually be something really big or just smaller games? What other reveals, surprises, and announcements do you hope to come out of this big week for Stadia? Let me know all that down below. I, for one, though, I'm going to keep my expectations in check. Honestly, guys, I won't be disappointed if these demos are nothing more than Immortals Fenyx Rising and maybe 2 other just okay games. I think we've gotten plenty of announcements lately to really dive in and enjoy the rest of the year with in regards to Stadia, so I'm going to be excited, and I think these announcements coming up this week are just going to be a cherry on top. Make sure you guys like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed for more Stadia videos like this. I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.